You sit down at the family dinner table. You finally build up the courage to tell your parents or your friends that you are starting a business. You tell them you want to be an entrepreneur. You tell them you want to escape the 9-to-5 matrix and build your own wealth. They smile at you. They nod. And then they give you the exact same piece of advice that society has been repeating for decades. That sounds great, they say, but make sure you have a backup plan. Keep your job just in case. Get your degree so you have something to fall back on. You need a plan B. It sounds like good advice. It sounds logical. It sounds safe. But I am going to tell you the brutal, unfiltered truth about human psychology. Having a plan B is not a safety net. It is a premeditated excuse for failure. The moment you create a backup plan, you have subconsciously accepted that your primary plan might fail. You have already negotiated with defeat before the battle has even started. Listen to me very carefully. If you have a soft, comfortable bed to fall back into, I absolutely guarantee you will fall into it. Building a business is going to be the hardest thing you have ever done in your life. You are going to face moments of absolute darkness. You will lose money. Clients will reject you. You will wake up at 3 a.m. with your heart pounding, wondering how you are going to pay your rent. The stress will push you to your absolute breaking point. And in that exact moment of maximum pressure, your brain is going to look for an exit door. It is a biological survival mechanism. Your brain wants to escape the pain. If you have a plan B, if you have a comfortable 9-to-5 job waiting for you, if you have a degree you can use to get a safe salary, your brain will whisper to you, "This is too hard. You don't need to suffer like this. Just quit. Go back to your safe job. It's okay. You tried." And you will quit. Because the alternative to pushing through the pain is comfort. But what happens when you don't have a plan B? What happens when failure means you cannot eat? What happens when giving up means absolute devastating ruin? You do not quit. You figure it out. There is a famous historical story from the year 1519. A commander named Hernan Cortes arrived on the shores of a new empire with a small army of men. They were massively outnumbered. The enemy was terrifying. His men were exhausted, and they wanted to get back on their ships and sail home to safety. Cortes knew that if his men had the option to run away, they would take it the moment the battle got difficult. So he gave a 3-word order that changed history. He told his commanders, "Burn the boats." They set fire to their own ships. They watched their only escape route burn to ashes and sink into the ocean. Suddenly, the psychology of the entire army shifted. There was no plan B. There was no going home. There was no safety net. Retreat was mathematically impossible. They only had 2 options left: conquer the island or die. And because failure meant death, they conquered the island. You are currently trying to conquer the island of financial freedom, but you are keeping your little wooden boats parked on the beach. You are keeping your resume updated. You are holding on to your comfortable habits. You are negotiating with your own ambition. You are playing it safe. And playing it safe is the most dangerous thing you can do in a world that rewards extreme obsession. The corporate world loves that you have a plan B. The system is designed to keep you afraid of risk. They want you terrified of losing your health insurance. They want you terrified of missing a paycheck, because as long as you are afraid, you will remain obedient. You will stay in your cubicle, you will take orders, and you will build someone else's empire instead of your own. I am not telling you to be reckless. I am not telling you to jump out of an airplane without a parachute. I am telling you to fundamentally rewire your brain. You must treat your business as if your physical survival depends on it, because your spiritual and financial survival absolutely does. When you eliminate the safety net, you unlock a level of human performance that you did not know existed. When you have no other choice but to succeed, you will suddenly find the energy to work 16 hours a day. You will suddenly find the courage to make that terrifying sales call. You will suddenly become incredibly creative at solving problems. Desperation is the ultimate high-performance drug. The people who win in this life, the people who actually escape the matrix and build generational wealth, are not the smartest people. they are not the most talented people. They are the people who burned their boats. They are the ones who looked at the cliff, jumped off, and built their wings on the way down. So I want you to look at your life right now. What are your safety nets? What are the backup plans that are quietly keeping you weak? It is time to make a decision. Are you going to keep one foot on the boat and one foot on the island, terrified of drowning? Or are you going to commit, grab a match, burn the boats, cut the safety net, make success your only option? Tell yourself, I will make this work, or I will go down fighting, but I am never ever going back to the life I had. If you are ready to burn your boats and step into the arena without a safety net, hit the subscribe button. We don't do backup plans here. We conquer. Now, get to work.